Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 2.0 here on our 4th planetoid. In the previous episode we have built or finished this system and you gave me a bunch of tips, some of which I actually want to execute in the beginning of this episode. Namely, tungsten is really good when it comes to temperatures. We can heat this really up, however the specific heat capacity sucks. One of the suggestions I really liked was to actually make an internal buffer of water. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. We should still, actually we don't really have a lot of water left. Also, the air here is still really thin. Maybe we're gonna open up a couple of these tiles so they can off-gas better. I also had to pump out the carbon dioxide at some point. Anyways, let's make our way in here and I want to make sure that I leave approximately 2 tiles free. So if we can get this to heat up, something like that, that should be good. And then somehow we need to produce enough water to actually fill this up. Should not be an issue. I mean, we can take some of that. Whoops, I totally forgot to enable the cooling loop. That is really my bad. Okay, it's not bad with the temperatures just yet. Let's see, I want this to come from here, then it's gonna hop over and it's gonna do the cooling and go back into the aqua tuner. Yeah, that is perfect. So we wanna connect these and sever this connection. Now, obviously, we're gonna need to refill the water loop, which shouldn't be an issue. We also have a method to get more pure water into this new cavity there. And there goes my cooling loop, cooling down the steam turbines, thankfully. We can then use a bridge, for instance, right there in order to refill it. I'm also going to expand this pipe in order to actually fill up the room here. Now, let me see. I might want to remove one more layer so I can completely fill this up and then reattach the layer without any other gases in there. I'm actually going to make this a little bit higher. Here is where we bring in the liquid. And there we go. We are currently filling up the loop again. Once it is full, I want to remove that bridge. Yeah, there we go, it stopped and the loop can still move freely in most cases, but every time you fill it up, it is good to check whether or not it got stuck. Now, I just remembered I actually want clean water, so we're gonna take the output here of our water sieve. Also, one thing I totally forgot is to cool down this steam turbine. We're gonna take some tungsten for that and just move across here, and then we are gonna move up. And there it is now, also cooling down this steam turbine, even though I think it's gonna take a long time still until we even get steam. But eventually it is gonna happen, you know it. Just one more pipe to go. Good job, good job. And the water should flow. Wait, I shut this. Wait, no, I did shut it off. No, it is flooded. Let me see. Yeah, we can lose a little bit of liquid. Let's prioritize this. It's probably sleepy time now. Oh man, Ren. I really wanted to see this work this cycle, but you disappointed me. Wow, 11 tons of sand. I went through like 20 tons almost. That's insane. We gotta leave this planet soon, but first I have to get this rocket program going. I want to send items back home at a rapid rate, hopefully. And if we can get these steam turbines to work at full efficiency, or at least near full efficiency, we can set up a really good wrap bolt system just by generating enough power. Are you freaking serious? Okay, I'm gonna mop up a little piece here and that should do it. Come on, Ren, do me the favor. Mop. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. There we go. Precious germy water. We're gonna steam that up soon. Let me see. We don't need that. Or actually we do. That is bad. I should maybe have installed that a little bit further in. Let me go ahead and do that. We're gonna extend this pipe. Ooh, this is already being converted to steam. I guess we have to cool it down a little bit still. And just when I thought I got rid of the steam problem. At least it's pretty chilly. Just 100 degrees or so. Wonderful. That is more like it. Now we can fill this up. I'm actually gonna fill this in again in order to get more leeway. Actually, I have to move the materials out of the way first. So let's get rid of that so I can make my way in. No, wait, that is a bad idea too. How do I get the materials out of there? I don't want anything to, you know, be left over. And by the way, we want to completely fill this up with water. It's really important we have a lot of it for a lot of heat capacity. So once we do the rocket launches, we will not have to do them for multiple cycles because we can store so much heat. As a next step, I also want to set up my rat bolt generation. So we're gonna start with a reflector here. This way we should be able to set up at least 3 rat bolt generators without too much loss. One here, one there, one there. And if we want, we can run even more with a little bit of loss. One of these guys is going to use up 480 watts. Preferably, we are going to produce 850 per steam turbine here. Of course, that is not a guarantee, but we will be able to supply more than 3 rat bolt generators. So my suggestion would be to start with 4 and then we can see power-wise if we can still upgrade. In the meantime, we're almost done filling this up. I want to reach this tile here. So as soon as we have a little bit of water in here, I'm gonna demolish everything and then replace it as needed. And then nothing stands in the way of abusing the rocket system. Except of course Ren's poop time. That might pose a little bit of a problem. Man, let me tell you, the cycles just pass like crazy. This is unbelievable. And mopping up here probably has no sense. But we're just waiting. Come on, a little bit over 400 kilograms. You can do it. We certainly used up our polluted water supply. This might limit our time here before we have to find another oxygen solution. However, the intention with the rocket system is only to boost our capacity for a couple of cycles so we can send back all the materials we gathered from digging up. And then hopefully together with the tungsten volcanoes we will not have to maintain this anymore and we can just let 1 or 2 rat bolt generators run and that might already do the trick. There it is. We started a new tile. That is good. Now we can take this apart again. Yeah, let's just get rid of the entire pipe here. Actually, let me cut this off. Now we can actually demolish this clean. Wonderful. Now replacing all the tiles, hopefully killing the gases in there. And we can take apart the ladders too. Now we want to ship everything out of there. I'm actually going to be cheesy and send him back right away. I just want the materials out of this place. Okay, now take apart the ladder, please, and hopefully we will be able to pick this up. Oh, that doesn't look good. Not at all. Yeah, I think we might be left with this little piece. I cannot open this up anymore. There's no way for me to Oh, actually, no. There's no way for me to reach it. So it's gonna stay in there. However, we can close this off now, please. There we go, close this and close that too. And last but not least, a layer of insulation. Wonderful, that is looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Now this is certainly gonna hold more than enough heat. So in this case, I would say we're gonna set the destination again to orbit. And you gave me the tip to actually activate the round trip feature right there in order for the rocket to immediately come back. Ren is still the crew and I believe that should be good. Wait. Unreachable storage and module. Oh, I did not notice that. Okay. I guess we have to fix the ladders first. Can we do a launch? Begin launch. That should be good. Checklist and everything is good. And now we should see this heat up pretty quickly. And also the rocket should come back according to you guys. Maybe I should exchange this here with the metal tiles as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna lose heat or gain heat this way. Probably gain, because right here it is always pretty hard. So it might be worth to think about at least exchanging 3 of these tiles, though I'm not sure I will be able to reach them. Anyways, now that the rocket is back and I still have a little bit of time, we're just gonna begin the launch sequence again. And here we go. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is surely gonna get patched, but until it does, I will sure take advantage of it. And there it comes back. I think we can do one more trip. Come on, let me do just one more. And then Ren can actually take his sleep. So this is actually really struggling to heat up, but we have to consider as long as it takes to heat this up, it's also gonna take that long to cool it down again. Ren, wait. Let's set this to all so he can actually go ahead and take a break. Yeah, holy cow, this actually takes much longer than anticipated. So Yeah, let's exchange that because it's still really hot here and we could take advantage of it. Are you telling me this is unreachable actually? Man, this is so annoying. Yeah, but we're getting there. I just now lost all the heat and it does help a little bit. I can suck out the rest of the heat from the carbon dioxide we trap here. Wait, why did you remove those ladders again? Those are the exact same ladders I replaced a second ago and he removed them again. This is why the tile is unreachable. Oh man, sick taking another break. Ren is not being efficient right now. We're losing time. Okay, finally Ren. That took you quite a few cycles, but let's do it. I think, yeah, we're still there. So we can just swap this to crew again, begin launch, and we can do it all over again until nighttime, I would say. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that, this heats all the way up to 800 degrees. Obviously it cools down very quickly again because of the heat capacity. But there we go, begin another launch sequence. Oh yeah. This is just so great. And now we're getting our first steam, so this should be a little bit easier as of this point. Another round trip, please. Yes. Give me the heat. I reckon we can do about 3 more launches before bedtime. That should be good then. Almost converted all the water. And mind you, that was actually a lot of water in there. So no wonder it took a while. Made a mess. Okay, Ren, I'm sorry. Not really. You're gross. I guess we're gonna cancel that launch for you. And now, did you actually poop in the rocket? It's not there, so it's probably gonna spill all over the floor once he unequips the suit. Let's see that happen. Wonderful. I hope you're proud of yourself. So far, so good. The only thing that is forever gonna bother me is this little piece of sedimentary rock. It's gonna make me feel like a failure for the rest of my days. Ren, you might think you get a little break, but I'm afraid you don't. So let's do this again. Crew, begin launch sequence. Good luck, Ren. Wait, are you mopping to get out of this? I'm an idiot. Of course. It melted. I was just too stupid. Okay, so we need an obsidian ladder here. Thankfully, the heat is not affecting the rappel generators at all. And I wonder, maybe I should have an on and off switch for the steam turbines here so we don't waste the heat that we collected in case we don't need it. For instance, right now, what is happening here? Why aren't these wires built yet? I guess we don't have materials. Let's make this out of gold then. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a couple of cycles until I feel like we have accumulated enough heat. I want to see how much I can get this up. Maybe to 2000 degrees. That would actually be great. But yeah, then again, I need a switch. I mean, we can get in there without causing harm, right? So we should just install a switch. Have a little bit of gold to enable these turbines, and the switch is gonna go right there. Okay, this really takes a long time. I did multiple cycles of actually heating up the steam, brought it up to around 560 degrees, and I also decided to make these metal walls to catch even more heat. Now there's one funny thing that actually happened. The first time I set this up, I had the tiles right here, and what this actually does is it allows the rocket to lift off, but it doesn't allow it to land again. So I actually got Ren trapped in space for a brief moment. Shame on me, I reloaded the game, but yeah, that was just not happening to me. Anyways, I think I'm gonna do one more day of rocket launches in order to get this even more up, and then we'll see just how long this is gonna last in terms of getting us energy. Right now it is a nice and cozy 190 degrees in here, pretty good. So it is the next day. I'm gonna let Ren build this last metal tile and then we're gonna lift off again. There it is. Wonderful. Okay, crew, launch. Let's get this going. I also walled this completely off because it was just getting too toasty in here. But now we can see a lot of the heat that's being caught. And actually the rocket comes back again. I'm so glad about that. One launch after another. This is gonna be great. Ah, so nice. Look at this. Sometimes they get over 1000 degrees. Here it is, 1200. Very nice. Yeah, he's actually sick with food poisoning and I disabled the toilet. That is maybe my bad. Potentially. I'm not saying it's my fault. I think we have the time for one more launch after this, and then I'm probably happy. Yeah, we got this above 600 degrees. That's not too shabby. One more, and we're done here for today. I'm actually gonna give Ren something to do for the next day, which is sweeping up some items. There we go, Ren, you will have to mop this up. So gross. Now, we should be able to enable the system and see just how much power we actually use. So we enable this and we enable that. This should give us immediate and full power. And then the door here closes and slowly we are gonna lose the heat. But it should be really slow since it also took a long time to actually get the heat in. Now I really hope I have enough contact surface in order to actually keep the room fairly warm. I mean, we will be losing some heat towards the end here. But I have a few ideas what we could do to mitigate that. I just want to know my battery power. Well, during the day, it's probably not going to be a problem. The problem is during the night. We are still above 600 degrees, but the system is definitely having some troubles keeping up. I wonder if we could do something about that by lowering the floor and then exchanging some of these tiles with metal tiles. Or placing some temp shift plates, but I would like to avoid actually having to get into the room. Maybe another thing we could have done is collected the water of the steam turbines and actually bring it over here. Dump it nearby the heat source. Yeah, this definitely could have been more efficient, but look at this. Still way above 600 degrees. It's gonna last for a very long time, that is for sure. But we need to make it more efficient now. Let's first try the easy way and just bring this over here. And then if we bring it down, let's bring it down at this point. I could go ahead, remove this tile and possibly set up a vent. So we at least have to make our way in here again. Another problem we have to solve in due time is what to do with the tree right here, but also how to keep the rappel generators cool if we don't want to leave someone here permanently. But yeah, considering the tree, we might actually have to leave someone here. Oh no! Contrary to tiles, this is actually an unreachable build. That is too unfortunate. Oh, there we go. We actually already launched something. I did not even realize. So that is working perfectly. Battery life. Ooh. So we went down about halfway, but that is good to know. At this point, we're not ready to add more rappel generators. What I'm gonna do is move the liquid lock one block over so that we can actually make our way inside of the steam room and then we can rebuild some of this. I should have thought about this a little bit more. It was of course silly to think I could distribute the heat well with this narrow of a room. Oh no, not even then I'm gonna have enough space. Oh, this is just a catastrophe. At least I was able to maintain the vacuum. That is good. So if I go down here, remove that, then I can potentially reach down there. This is just horrible. What is great though is the heat is still amazing in here. I'm so happy about this. I was worried I'm using it up much quicker, but look at this. Easy peasy. I think we might also want to try a thin layer of oil at the bottom. We could use half of our liquid lock, still keep this intact, make our way down, use the oil in order to distribute the heat better. I made a safe game just in case that is a tremendously stupid idea, but I think we can do it. Actually, maybe let me fill this out first. Yeah, I'm just gonna tile this up a little bit so we don't lose that much steam. Okay, moment of truth. Yes, yes. I totally forgot we are dealing with naphtha. But naphtha is fine too. It has a high vaporization point. However, we still probably want to lower the floor by 1. And then somehow we have to get even more naphtha in there. Do I still have some of that? Yes, I do. Man, so much work. I just wanted to enjoy an easy session of oxygen not included. Let's see. Bottle emptier, you go right there. We also want to collect those materials. Oh no, this is gonna be a pain. And we're gonna lose a little bit of electricity. I just have to observe my batteries. Batteries are losing charge too quickly now. We're gonna do one more shot and then I'm gonna disengage the system until we have it under control again. Oh, actually we're not charging up again for some reason. Not sure what's going on. there it is. We're almost there. Come on, shoot it. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. And we're gonna cut the power. So you are not gonna suck any more out of the system. Also, new items are now trickling in. We're finally sending back the materials. What is the temperature? Still above 600, but it went down a little bit. That means we can now also disengage the system here. Let this calm down a little bit, and we can fill the bottom up with naphtha, fill up the bottom layer here, make it a little bit larger. Actually, maybe this layer here should be made out of tungsten tiles too. I think that makes more sense. So all of this should be tungsten tiles, and then below that we're gonna... No, wait, not this one. I meant this one here should be all tungsten tiles to distribute the heat quickly. And then one more insulating layer, which means we have to build the ladders further down. Whoa, what is this? Is this because of the item train here? That's crazy. I've never seen this happen. Fortunately enough, we have access to this room. Bottle emptier finally built. We want some naphtha in the joint. Ah, he just wanted to bring a load of 150 kilograms, which I believe is going to be enough to fill up the entire layer, which then means we can take this out. And then we might want to establish a metal tile connection, maybe? I don't know. All I know is we now have access to this room, so we should take apart the other pipes here. And then we're going to build our liquid vent somewhere over here. I'm actually tempted to build it at the bottom, yes. My freaking rail is going through here. Now this might either be a good thing or a bad thing. No, I'm bringing them out at 150 degrees, I believe, so it's a bad thing. I can't believe this is happening. Let's see. Well, at least we can just drag it through here. And then I guess I have to take apart the first rail in order to even have those materials. Okay, naphtha is actually a nasty liquid. It almost doesn't distribute. I need something else. I mean, it has bad properties anyways. Let's get rid of that. Items are flowing securely again. I'm just collecting the materials here, but I believe with this system it's going to be much easier to distribute the heat even without a liquid on the ground. We're actually going to test it. Now that we have the liquid lock, we don't have to worry anymore. So let me just clean this up. I'm then gonna seal it off probably. Actually, yeah, let me do this here right away. And what I definitely need in order to finish this is a connection with the entire bottom floor here. So now if it still doesn't work, we have the option to set up temp shift plates. Preferably, I would like to build them out of a material that makes sense. Actually, maybe tungsten makes sense because we have so much of it. Interesting. So if we do that, then nothing can really go wrong. It is even nice and symmetrical. I like it. Okay, I finally did it. All the construction is done. I believe we can get this system to work now. So I also want to re-enable this system. I will still have to set up a shut-off probably here, but let's just freaking do it. And now I want to see the heat distribution much better. Yes, and the liquid is coming out here, immediately being converted to steam again. Let's see when the door actually starts to kick in. At the moment... Oh, wait. What was I thinking? Let's get in there. Why? Jeez, why did I do that? Okay. Yeah, we basically want to move this upstairs. Ren, just go to sleep. It's not like I want to wrap this up or anything. But yeah, essentially we achieved what we wanted. The temperatures are pretty even throughout. There we go. Last 3 pipes. Now we should be able to, let's see, cut this connection, get these connections going, and then we can remove the rest of the pipes. Wonderful. Okay, now the steam turbines can really go for it. Let's clean this up. And it's gonna be sucking the heat out of the system gradually. Now, if this door never closes, we know that we might have to add some more surface to transport the heat. Yeah, this is already going down again. Cool, but I'm pretty happy. Like this, I'm gonna be easily able to maintain the rat bolt generators for the foreseeable future, just launching the rocket a couple of times every few cycles. Alrighty, with that out of the way, I would say we're gonna wrap it up today. The next time I wanna take care of another project, but I just wanted to get this contraption kind of done and running. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.